Okay, so welcome to the first class of Culinary and Nutrition, which has started from this month. And happy Makar Sankranti to everyone. How did everyone celebrate it yesterday?
Yeah, for us, it was today. Yeah,
Okay, so
here it
it
was
was
today.
yesterday and today. I think some
Today, yeah.
states are
Mm-hmm.
celebrating it today, and
Mm-hmm.
some did it yesterday.
Yeah.
Uh, yeah. So what's special on this day?
So on this day in Karnataka, we make, I think, maybe in other states also, with the jaggery and coconut
Yeah,
and groundnut cut into small pieces and adding that, what is yellow, what is called
sesame
in
seeds.
sesame seeds, yeah, that is
Yeah.
added. And
Yes.
that is like the traditional what is made in Karnataka. And Pongal in Tamil Nadu and
Yes.
all they call Pongal, no? Everybody
Yes.
makes that sweet Pongal and the Kara Pongal.
Right.
Yeah.
Absolutely. The festival is also named as Pongal in some states, isn't it?
In Tamil Nadu, yeah,
In
that
Tamil
is
Nadu and Andhra,
what
I
they call
guess.
it. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And Pongal is made on that day. What about kite flying? Did any
Yeah,
one
that
of
is
you
also
did?
there. Yeah. Mm. Yeah. Our kids did, I didn't do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent. Okay. Okay, so we'll start with you only, Shivananji. An introduction.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. So I am Shivan from Bangalore. So I'm an architect basically. And I was interested in nature cure and natural way of living from long back because in Bangalore also there are some groups. There is a nature cure group. There's one center, nature cure center and all. But those are all like more like naturopathy, not nature cures. So they will prescribe a lot of therapies also, but not like the nature cure what we follow. It is like they are more focused on therapies and all. But I got introduced and I read a lot of books about of Albert Shelton and all, like even earlier long back also. So at that time I was very much interested. But then like in between I got a little bit always confused between Ayurveda and nature cure because Ayurveda tells something, no? So I was always like a little bit of thinking like which is right and also that thing was always there. And in 2019, I attended the offline camp in Palachi where Arun Sharma Guruji took the camp. And also I attended one more camp which was taken by Kalyan's Sarkar. I don't know if you all know him. He's also conduct some camps on same principle only. He also conducted in Palachi. So those camps I attended. Uh, and last July, I did again introductory course to nature. As a refresher, I did along with hydrotherapy. And then I thought like I will complete all the course and get a holistic knowledge and see like then how to take it forward in my journey.
Okay, wonderful. So the nature cure that you mentioned, the other people, those who follow nature cure, they actually follow naturopathy, as you
Mm,
mentioned.
mm,
But
mm,
ours is natural health science, which is
mm,
derived from the Vedic scriptures of India.
mm,
So
mm.
there's a difference.
Yeah.
They follow the Western way of doing
Mm, mm,
things.
mm, mm,
But yeah,
mm.
good. Nice to hear about your journey. Excellent. Yes, Nikita ji, I see your hands up.
Yeah, so I just wanted to know, Shivanand, like when he joined the camp in Polachi in 2019, so it was
Mm.
out of curiosity, like you wanted to learn about natural health science, or you were having some issues, health issues?
Yeah. So actually, my elder son, no, he had alopecia areata, like the hair fall would happen in patches. Okay, so the hair fall would happen in
Okay,
patches, and he was losing a lot of hair. So at that time, we tried a lot of treatment, and I remember like writing a mail. I can't remember how exactly I got in touch with Mr. Arvind Sharma. Maybe some of the
okay,
Facebook post or something. I wrote a mail telling like I want advice on this one. Then he told there's a place in Pollachi. and we can go and stay there for some time whenever the course happens next. So that is how, I think first I attended the one more course conducted by Kalyan. So he also I think
Okay.
learned from Arun Sharma ji and many others. So he's also principal a little bit same, but yeah, he has some other things also added. So then
Okay.
later I attended one with Guruji itself, where some of the tutors now in IHS now are there, like Tulika
Okay.
and
So now your
Lakshmi.
son is doing fine.
Yeah, now he's doing fine. Yeah,
Yeah.
now from past, like that
Oh,
continued
great.
for quite some time. But now, yeah, from past 1.5 years and all, he's doing
So is he
fine.
also on this lifestyle?
Yeah, so all of us are on this lifestyle only. But yeah, but not like I can't tell 100%. The
Yes.
cooked food we have like two times we have. So that's what I like before the end of this course. No, I want to at least come 100%, and then slowly hoping like they will also get inspired, because forcing somebody, because many times what happens, I only uh, don't do very sincerely. Like after some time, I will keep changing. So then forcing others, I think that will not make sense. So once I get completely on this path, then
Yeah.
maybe gradually they can also, yeah.
So your interest in nature cure is very well understood. What about your wife's interest? Because
Yeah, so
she's
she's
the
also,
one who
yeah.
will run your home and the kitchen.
Yeah. Correct. So as see what I have observed is, if I am like very much interested and if I am like sincerely following, no, then everybody else also will follow. If I become little bit tentative, because sometimes it happens when we go for some trip or when we go out for some function and all, it happens. But I assume exceptions are okay. But generally, yeah, mainly we should make it as a lifestyle. Yeah, so that journey is still there. Though I have a lot of theoretical knowledge, like even before coming to attending the camp, also I read a lot of books and all. So theoretical knowledge, lot is there, but to practice fully, yeah, still it is uh, taking some time.
Okay. Okay. Great. Thank you for that wonderful introduction. Who wants to go next? Nikita ji, since you are already unmuted.
Yeah, I, I ju- I just have one more question, like linked to this conversation. One to you, Vandana ma'am. As Shivanand said that he is not completely following natural health science, but he is very fit. He runs. He does everything best to his capacity. So same goes with me. Like I also don't follow natural health science completely in the sense that I do take cooked meal in daytime, and I do, like, because my family is not into natural health science, they don't follow it. So sometimes I also get influenced with them by them, and then I lose the path which I want to follow. So how good is this approach? Like, I mean, I mean, health wise we are good, like Shivanand is also good health wise, I'm also good, but still we are not following it. So I mean, what's your call on this thing? Like, should we completely follow natural health science in the sense we should not take cooked food in the daytime, or is it okay, like health wise?
Okay. So one thing, natural health science is not limited to only cooked food, not limited to eating only cooked food once a day. There is a
Hmm.
lot more to natural health science. That is the most important part. By lot more, what I mean is food is only the earth element, which is the last element in the order of priority. The first one is ether, and on top of ether is the mind. The mind plays the biggest role on our health journeys, right? So, if our mind is engaged in the right activities, if our mind is engaged in something that we absolutely love to do, which is also our passion, and if that passion of yours is also helping others and it is very well engaged, then nothing can stop you from remaining healthy. Nobody can stop you. Okay. And along with that, one thing
True.
that you have to ensure with respect to food is that you never miss your raw vegetable salad. Never. Even if you go out on
True.
trips or if you are traveling, just have your raw vegetable salad as your breakfast. Maybe at 9 or at 10 or at 11. But never miss your raw vegetable salad because that is what will make your bodies alkaline. So, I have told this multiple times in my previous classes also that we also travel a lot, like me and my husband. I always carry a knife, a steel box, a big steel box, and sometimes my instruments of chopping or peeling, don't not peeling, but a slicer that will help slice the
Mm.
vegetables fast. And
Mm.
that's also not needed. You just need a knife and a steel dabba where you can just cut your salad. Even if you don't have that, you can just take a kakdi or a gajar, some raw vegetable in your hand and eat. Okay,
True.
even that's possible, right?
Yes, definitely.
So no matter where we travel, when we travel, we never miss our raw vegetable salad. Once you are
Mm.
done with your raw, so the rule of my house is number one, you don't get any food without any physical activity in the morning.
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And number two, unless you finish your raw vegetable salad in the designated quantity, you won't get any cooked food. And that
Mhm.
too, not immediately after. There has to be some break before you can
Mm.
consume your cooked food. Maybe an hour or couple
Mm.
of hours. But never miss
Okay.
your raw vegetable salad. Okay?
Mm.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think that's a very good strategy. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And one other very much
Perfect.
like
Perfect. Thank you.
curiosity I
Thank
had
you so
was
much, ma'am.
this nutrition and nutrition and culinary course. No, because I thought in the nature cure we take one fruit diet and one salad and then one cooked meal. So I was thinking like, what is there to learn 15 weeks about the culinary? And I thought it will be
Exactly, Shivana. Even I.
there is no need of cooking too much. So that I am very curious in this
Exactly.
course. Yeah.
So some
Exactly.
recipes, some those who have attended camps may have
Mhm.
seen
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
variety of
Mm.
salads that we usually make. Every
Mhm.
single day there is a new salad. So
Mm.
those salad recipes, some cooked food recipes, plus
Mm.
some basic fundamental things about food in detail, plus the
Mhm.
Yeah.
digestive process and all of that in detail.
Okay.
Y-
So you'll get
y-
to know as and when we
Yeah,
go
like
through
the
the.
interesting part, what motivated me, like over here in this course was like Shubha ma'am told us that we should not use turmeric. So I was very surprised. I was like, turmeric not to be used? Oh no. Like that. So I thought that some more tips like this will be coming up in this course. Yeah, yeah.
Yes, yes, right.
Yeah. So for me, like as I mentioned in the group, like I'm 40 years old, and I'm very like I'm very simple person. I don't get attracted to big fancy things. I like to live simple life. And when I was working in Bangalore, there I got jaundice, and someone met me in the metro. So she suggested me like, you are not looking healthy, so try to stop having milk for 2 days, and then you will feel better. And in during that time we could exchange our contact number. So in 2 days, like I was feeling very better, and I got for testing again. Like it was like 5 days period in total, and I got tested again, and jaundice was not there. So I was very surprised that how come it can happen, like how. Then I followed this I like I started taking juice and all. I stopped taking milk completely, and I saw a lot of changes in my health. So there I got motivated, like, yeah, I myself need to take care of my body. And I will not follow like what's been given to us since our childhood, like three glasses of milk and paneer and cheese and all those stuff. So this was the beginning of my health side, health aspect, I can say. And to be honest, like in my career I'm doing good, but I'm not feeling very happy with my career. I mean, I want to bring some changes in my career which can help others. I just don't want to, to be honest, like I want to bring some changes in my career. So I'm looking forward for this course to guide me, like what can I pursue as in career. So that is also one of the purpose of attending all the courses. Like I wish to complete all the courses in this diploma. So
Okay.
later I will plan out something. Yes, yes.
Okay. So may I ask what is currently what is the profession or your career currently?
I'm working in TCS. I'm working as business analyst, and I'm French language expert. So yeah.
Yeah, I think
Uh,
we've exchanged all of this on our WhatsApp conversation.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yes. I
Yeah.
do work from home, so that's the privilege as of now. And that's how I could like I can attend this course also. If I would have been traveling to office, I don't think so I will get the time. So right now I think God is also supporting me in doing this course, and I'm very grateful. So yes.
Excellent. And where are you currently located?
I'm like my parents are in Jaipur, and my in-laws and husband they are in Agra. So I keep on traveling Jaipur, Agra.
Okay, okay. But there isn't any TCS office in
Yes,
Jaipur or Agra, isn't it?
yes, yes, exactly,
Okay, great.
exactly. So I mean, I have I'm not sure for how long I will continue in TCS, but yes, let's see.
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah, because even
Earlier
I
I
am
used to get
working for
tensed, but
TCS and
okay, great.
yeah.
Don't
And
tell them. Don't tell TCS team that I'm working from home.
that's exactly the reason I asked because TCS has made it mandatory now, and it's like people just go to swipe in and come back because it
Yes,
has
yes,
become mandatory. But there's no such policy, although it's very project dependent. Yeah.
right. Exactly, exactly. My project allowed me, like, so I do have exception. I'm working
Okay.
for Sodexo. My client is Sodexo, so that exception is there.
Okay.
So, yes, yes, yes.
Okay. So, like you asked Shivanand ji, his reason for joining the 2019 camp. What was your
Yes.
reason to get in touch with natural health science?
Natural. I mean, I don't have any particular reason, but I just wanted to get into the health sector, because my family, my mother is diabetic, and I tried many times to I guide her, but she couldn't get convinced. So I thought, and they always say that get the doctor tag, and then we will listen to you. Like they don't want to listen to us because we don't have any qualification and all, and they say that this all is rubbish. It's nothing like that, no life without medicine, all this comes up. So that's how my personal motto was that to help my family. My husband is also diabetic, and my mother is diabetic. My brother-in-law, he got cardiac arrest at the age of 44. So, I mean, that was my main reason to help them. But to be honest, I'm trying this thing from like 2 or 3 years, but I'm not getting, like, they are not getting convinced. So, I learned in this natural health science also that we need not force anyone to do anything. This will spoil our relationship. So now I'm following that. I let them do their thing, what they wish to do. I just keep on passing my blessings. Like one day they may get convinced. So
Okay.
my personal motto was to save my family. That, yes.
Okay. Very good motive. Thank you. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
So, although we can wish for our families to follow this, but as you said, we really cannot force onto them, and they will believe it only when they see things changing in you. If you have overcome some of or reverse some of your health medical issues, only then they will believe it. Or if they see you following it to the T and not being living a medicine-free life in spite of having acute diseases like cold, cough, fever, vomiting, loose motions, diarrhea, but still not taking any medicines, only then they will, after, and that too over a period of time, only they will, start believing. Otherwise, with the current scenario, everyone, following just the opposite and calling people like us unpad, right? It is difficult. I
True,
know that.
ma'am.
But there are a lot of
True.
doctors
So,
now who follow natural health science, and if you really
yes.
want them want to connect them to a doctor, I can give you some references who are
Mm,
doctors, allopathic doctors, but are following natural health science.
great. Great. I will definitely get in touch with you for this. Sure,
Yeah.
ma'am. Thanks.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay. Thank you. Who's next now?
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So can you share those details with me as well, Vandana ji?
Yeah,
The
sure.
allopaths who are into nature cure.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and before I begin my introduction, can you also say something about um, including your children follow the NHS lifestyle? Like mine is 3 years old, who is, but he started voicing his opinion for everything. So, what would be your, um, thought on that?
Yes. So there are certain groups related to children. I think you are already on Divyansh's group, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah, so there they share a lot of kid-friendly pictures related to cooking. From there, you'll get some ideas. And also,
Um,
there is another lady. Her name is Durgesh Nandini. If
huh.
you follow her Instagram, you'll get some more ideas. She's
You mean
also a
on cooking
student of,
or other things?
yes, mostly related to cooking.
Okay,
But Durgesh Nandini also is Guruji's student, and she's quite
okay,
popular with respect to parenting.
okay, okay. That's great input. So I'll follow her. And with respect to cooking, so we keep trying. I recently got the Sattvic movements food book, quick and easy food book,
Yeah,
and
that's nice. Yeah,
yeah. So I have. We've also made a lot of recipes from their page and their app and all those sort of things. But
yeah.
that's also just one meal a day, right? So we stick to fruits for breakfast, salads for lunch, on and off. Salads is something which is challenge for him also, for me also, and cooked meal once. So that one cooked meal is from the Sattvic movement. But there
Okay.
is a demand for cooked meals on the other times because not everybody in the family is following this lifestyle, and he does see them eating the cooked meal time and again. He also sees the yellow sabzi, so he keeps asking for yellow sabzi. My sabzi doesn't look yellow. So he wants
Right.
the yellow sabzi. So I tried pumpkin. Made a pumpkin puree and added to the sabzi a few times, but it is still not as bright as the other people's sabzi. And
So try to reduce the haldi content in other people's sabzi
yeah, so
and
that also
increase
have
the pumpkin content there. So that it is in
Yeah.
between.
Yeah, yeah. So other people ka I tried to skip. I'm like, okay, I told my cook that okay, no, don't add every single time. Just skip sometimes. And there is a issue raised at the family members that why is it not yellow? Why is it not made the way it is always made? So there's a lot of learning happening. Um, but yeah, so like recently, my 3-year-old was not having anything for breakfast because he's just done with fruits and smoothies also. So he would
That
ask,
is breakfast. That is breakfast. That is not anything.
sorry, what?
You said he doesn't have anything for breakfast. He just have fruits and smoothie.
No, no, no. So for our breakfast has been only fruits and smoothies, right? So
Yes.
far. So
Yes.
now he doesn't want to have that.
Okay.
He would demand the treats. For him, the treats are those dry fruits, soaked dry fruits, raisins, dates, figs,
Yeah.
and kharik and all those sort of things. So that also we can't give a lot, right, at a time.
So
Or
you can first make your 3-year-old have fruit, and then you can give him nuts, but not without having fruits.
so nuts I don't give him in the morning only. I give him the nuts later. But these dry fruits,
Hmm.
these he's not having anything now. He will start getting cranky, but he does not want to have fruit. He wants to, because my mom, so my husband also doesn't have breakfast, but my mom was staying with me. So for her, every single day the poha and the upma and all those things were being made. So how much ever we try, but he notices it because the cook is in the kitchen and he's making something. So even if we hide and give the thing, he knows that something is being made. So he just wants to eat that. He does not want to have fruits. And at max, he will have these dry fruits, soaked dry fruits.
So let him
So,
first have fruits and then the cooked. Without fruits, you don't get cooked.
okay.
Okay,
So
let
is it okay in the morning? Because if he has cooked in the morning, no, he doesn't eat anything in the throughout the day. And in
it is
fact,
not okay actually,
uh,
because our digestion is not at our best in the morning. Okay.
yeah.
And without any activity in the morning, having cooked food is not a great idea.
Yes. So what has happened is ki if once in a while we used to usually, when we are meeting family, we would have idli around 10 o'clock or something. So those days he would not eat anything for the whole throughout the day. Now
Okay, we'll take up
recently,
all your questions later during the course. We will first finish your introduction today.
uh,
Yeah?
yeah, can I just mention one thing, just one thing which is bothering actually, is that in the last course, last week, 10 to 10 days to 2 weeks, I think he had like the regular breakfast of poha with haldi or the sabudana khichdi with no veggies or anything. And early in the morning, those days he did not eat anything as usual throughout the day, or maybe nibbled something. And he woke up and he vomited middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
So that's because the body was not ready for digestion, right? And he's very clean body. He doesn't. So that's the
Yeah.
thing, right? Or something I have to bother about.
We'll take up your questions separately right now
Okay,
because
okay,
all of us are here.
okay. Sure, sure.
We'll just have the introductions. Yeah?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Um.
Okay,
Yes,
please continue with your introduction.
yes. So I'm Neha. I am basically from Mumbai, but in Pune for almost 20 years now. I'm an ex IT professional. I quit IT like 6, 7 years ago.
Okay.
And yeah, post that, I was part of some startups of friends or, family members. And then post my conception, I just, uh, did not feel like working. So I am a full time mother as of now. And my son is 3 years old. Like I said, he is following this lifestyle since he was 13 months of his age. So he doesn't have any medicines, no medicines, no soaps, no shampoos, no vaccines. Whenever we are eating at social settings, the regular cooked meal. or there's any off track, then next day we try to be, either on fruits or juices, watermelons, and all those sort of things. And he's not force fed. He eats by himself, and he eats only when he's hungry. When he asks for food, we make sure that the food is just the fruits or salads are around, and he is given only when it's his time. There's no fixed time, uh, and we take sun baths together. Uh, yeah, we are. I'm just teaching him now breath watching. So probably that element also might come in into his life. Um, what else? Yeah, we fast when we are sick. And his things, they don't last more than 1.5 to 2 days. His fevers or whatever it is, he immediately shows up. Anything is in not as per the natural laws, his body immediately shows up. So
Okay, tell us
yeah,
about
yeah,
yourself.
yes.
Only about
So
yourself.
sure, yeah. So I have overcome a lot of health conditions
Yeah.
being on this path. So it was not true NHS. As such, I turned vegan in 2020, uh, wherein after just leaving those dairy and meat helped me reduce the intensities of my migraines. My migraines used to be very, very bad. I had to shut myself in the room and call it a day. It was really very, very bad. I used to have hyperacidity, very bad sinusitis, headaches and acidity. They were part of my life, brain fog, lethargy, everything. So they reduced after leaving the dairy and the meat. I was a hardcore non-vegetarian and a hardcore foodie. I have eaten almost every sort of thing which is, edible under the sun in different parts of the world. So it was like that for me. Alcohol also, I have, everywhere I used to travel quite a bit. So I used to, like to try everything local, alcohol, food, everything and everything. So then uh, the nature cure happened accidentally to me the next year when it was COVID. So we got COVID, and I experienced a lot of after effects after COVID, because we took medications for month-long medications, all those medications which are going on, supplements, and I had to also consume eggs during that time because my brother, there was a lot of scare around. So my brother believed that we really need the protein from the eggs to survive this. सो ही इज लाइक प्लीज मैं तेरे पैर पड़ता हूँ तो मेडिसिन के लिए खा ले फिर तू छोड़ देना. So I, accepted that, and after that I got very bad gut issues, very, very bad gut issues. And I used to get experience pain in my heels in the middle of the night, and it was very bad phase for me. And I knew that it is that coming from the gut and all the input which has gone in. So for to me, I knew about panchakarma. So I had done panchakarma before, and I wanted to do that, but because it was pandemic, all the panchakarma centers were closed. So I knew there is a yogic kriya for detoxification, which is called Shanka Prakshalan. So you intake a lot of hot water and do some asanas, and then the water is then left, and all the toxins along with it goes off. But then for me it did not work at all. My body was not leaving any water at all, because it was the gut was so bad. There was the toxins were cemented inside that, no way of leaving that. Then that yoga teacher told me that you have to fix your diet, also your diet. And that diet happened to be the nature cure diet of, um, a breakfast, a pre-breakfast used to be of alkaline juice, then fruits for breakfast, a cooked meal with lot of vegetables, conservatively cooked for lunch, and then soup for dinner, early dinner. So when
Okay.
I started doing this, initially I thought, oh, it's radical, it's not possible for me. But somehow what something happened, and then within 2 days, I'm like, no, I'm going to try this, and I tried it without knowing why of everything. I tried it, and then my migraines disappeared completely.
Wow.
And
Superb.
yes, completely. They were so bad for me. Then energy levels were another, which I had never tasted that kind of mental clarity and energy. um so this was like, I didn't want to leave this, so I continued on this along with yoga every single day. And then I conceived naturally at I think 37. I did not have to take anything for no medication, nothing. Um however, what happened was that during the pregnancy, I because I didn't know anything about why I'm doing what. I just followed something and it worked. I just saw the results. So I did not get guidance, so I went back to grain meals. Though fruits were a lot, breakfast were always fruits, or cheating some days on and off, but fruits remained part of it. And then grains were like twice. Because I did not know whom to approach. Whomever I was approaching, they were like, oh, you need those grains, you need those calories. So all this and happened. And then I didn't know about natural birthing also. So even though I had natural birth, but there were a lot of interventions, lot of medications went in the body, lot of them. There are a lot of other complications which come up with UTI. फिर उसका antibiotic ले लिया, फिर what was it, piles. And then I had to be induced because the child was not ready. But the hospitals, they don't want to wait. So
Yeah.
I was in, a lot of chemicals went in, and I believe that there's a lot of toxic load. And for me,
Yeah.
the weak parts of the body are the gut and the nervous system. So now when I look back, I see that it was a toxic load which actually caused me a lot of anxiety, severe anxiety. Even there were conditions in the family also, there was the support system, whatever, but that's not that's not the only reason, I believe. And I do have anxiety, depression, everything running in the family. Even I have been on meds in the past for this. So but I did not go for medicines again because I knew that they are no good. um then But we also did vaccinations because I was not aware. Like I said, I didn't know what I was doing, why I was doing that. So vaccinations we did. But again, luck by chance, around 13 months of age, we came to know that we don't need this. So I did not per se did I did not do any research as such in the vaccination area where a lot of people do. I just understood the basics of nature cure, the laws of nature. And on that decision, I decided we are not vaccinating the child anymore. And then we started on being on fruit. So the people I was associated, the coaches I was associated with those days, they were mainly on the fruits. And no to salt, no oil, and avoid cooked as much as possible. So even if cooked, you should go for cooked vegetables because cooked is not good. So I started doing that. I started getting results, but then I was craving for grains a lot. So I used to go between back and forth, back and forth, back and forth.
Yeah, I think you were on fruitarian diet, is it?
Yeah, mainly fruitarian. Yes.
Yeah, that's very harmful.
Yeah.
That's not only harmful, but I have personally seen deaths with the fruitarian community. So
Mm.
never ever go for such extreme diets, because then we've seen how people, the moment they see cooked food, they cannot stop it. So
Yes.
it's very extreme.
Yeah.
It's always best to listen to your body and maintain a balance.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
because of such extreme diets, you get all sorts of issues.
Mm.
Um, I've seen people with different types of health problems, and they label it as the body is detoxifying. But
Mm.
it is not detoxifying, it is because of such extreme brainwash and extreme diets. So it's always best to be, to maintain a balanced
Yeah.
approach, which natural health science teaches us.
Yes. Yes.
And
So
the
that
most
was the thing
important
for
is to
me.
listen to your body.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah. So that was the keyword for me is the balance, which I
Yeah.
started experiencing after I enrolled for this course. And then the cooked meal came back in the family, the salt came back, little bit oil came back, and things started changing environment also started changing in the house, because the focus was not so much only food. Earlier it was only food because you are going extreme, and
Yeah, even now the
so
focus is lot on food in all your conversation. So that has to change,
yes, but it
and
has
and we'll help you with it. Yeah?
yes, yes. So I've
Okay.
started fasting, and then I see a lot of difference. But still, my challenge is that I can fast, I can be on everything and everything, but the old patterns, they keep coming up. So I have a relationship with the food which I have to really work upon. So
Yeah.
I now understand that it's a journey. It's not a quick fix anywhere. This is
Okay.
what I understand from Guruji, and yeah, I'm
Got it.
very grateful that I have crossed path with Imana, Guruji's teachings, and all you wonderful coaches. And I think this is my second innings. I would truly call it my second innings. Yeah,
Excellent.
yeah,
Very nice.
yeah.
Good
Thank
to
you so
hear about
much.
your journey, Nehaji. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you for that. Okay, so now we have Pratibhaji. Welcome. We did not even speak in the before, so let us
Yeah,
know all about yourself.
yeah. First of all, sorry for joining late today. And because we have guests at home and we were outside and I got delayed. And extremely sorry for joining late. Talking about myself, I'm AI specialist, especially my specialization lies in autonomous drone, that is intelligent drones. I'm even my PhD work is on that, and I'm about to submit my thesis. Like I'm going to have my final thesis defense shortly. And at the same time, I'm working as a consultant for AI startups and AI. This will mainly completely into AI based space. And my specialization also is in VLSI and embedded systems, so completely on engineering and high tech side. So that is what is my professional front. But at the same time, when you talk about this, I am a foodie and I love cooking. That is my de-stressing thing. So, and I love experimenting with cooking lots of different varieties of food. And that was usually like we are from coastal area, like I'm from Gokern, that belt. And so we are from by default, coconut is part of our life. We as when we were born from that time. So we were like when I joined initial this Guruji's course. So I was so happy to see that everything they are telling, yeah, you have to use a lot of coconut, because till then we were hearing coconut is not good, it increases cholesterol.
Right.
So yeah. So that was the thing. But actually, what happened is by accident, we got into this course. So our family friend, they went through this course and they suggested, why don't you try it? Because my husband is fitness freak, and anything which is good for health, closing his eyes, he will follow that. He's like that. So that's how me and my husband went to this one, and we are lucky to have Guruji, directly have a session with Guruji, sitting with him, and 1 week we had a very good time, and lot of like, because we never thought about food in that direction, because usually what happens, food,
Where
okay,
was this with Guruji? Was it a
in
camp?
Bangalore.
Okay.
Bangalore, there is Pyramid, this one, meditation center, the in Rajarajeshwari Nagar. That's where we had. This is in last May.
It was conducted by Suchitra ji?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
So that's how
And
we
you are based out of?
Bangalore,
Okay.
Bangalore itself. And that's how our journey started with this natural way of having food, and the kind of insights we had from Guruji. It was eye-opening for her, because Guruji always says, see, whatever food you eat, it should have life and it should have water content, all those things. So like that is ingrained in our brain now. Like whatever first we see, okay, this is there, okay, then only we are going to eat it. So that's the thing, and that's how we have our journey began, and it's been 1.5 years now, and we are. I'm not saying we are 100% into that, but 80 to 85% we are following this, and this has brought in a lot of changes in our what you call the way our health and all, because from beginning we were like, we always used to have like healthy lifestyle. We never went out for like those pizzas or such kind of things. We hardly used to eat. So that's how we brought our kids also, because my daughter is 21 and my son is 17. So they were brought up like that. And it's not like they don't eat it, but it's like that mindset is there. And so it became very easy for us to adapt to this lifestyle. So, and we started morning fruits, because usually our method was little different initially. We used to have breakfast, normal breakfast, and afternoon lunch, and evening fruits. We used to have fruits in the evening. So that's how our lifestyle was. But after session, we totally hooked on to this lifestyle wherein we will have that detoxifying juice in the morning. Then we have breakfast, like fruits, one type of fruit, and then salad. And before 6 o'clock, having our dinner, cooked meal in that also. So when we attended the camp, we were shocked to see how we can use different kinds of pumpkin with that, making the sweets, or using the pumpkin, making soups and different kinds of salads, all those combinations, all those things. And we are continuing with that lifestyle, and we could see me and my husband, we lost almost 14 to 15 kgs within 5 months. And before it was like we used to we used to stick to that lifestyle, like 8 hours of sleep. Now it is like even if I have 4 to 5 hours of sleep, no issues. So we are used to that. I used to get headache if I don't have proper sleep. So those issues are not there, and we feel lighter. And even if we go out like for some function and we eat outside food, we crave for salads and we crave for fruits. And even if we eat outside, we make sure we do the fasting so that that toxic content goes out, and doing tona and all those procedures and everything. And this has brought a lot of changes in our perspective with respect to food. And even when I'm cooking, the way I look at it, the way I cook it, it has changed a lot. So I thought, let me explore this further and familiarize myself with different ways, because whatever we have just touched, just small part of it, I just want to explore it, get deeper into that. And my husband has taken up 2, 3 courses, so he has completed. Because of my time constraint, I couldn't take it up. But as I'm completing now PhD, so I thought, let me start somewhere. So I started with this, where my passion is and where I love, love to do the cooking part of it. So thank you so much for this opportunity, for allowing me to introduce myself and my journey into this. And hope to learn a lot of things from everyone, whether it is Mr. Shanan, Nikita, Neha, Nilima, and most of all from Vananaji. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the beautiful summary of your lifestyle and your journey, your start with natural health science. Very beautifully well summarized. Yeah.
Thank you.
So, what courses your husband has completed?
Recently he completed water therapy. No, not water therapy. He did something to do with, I
What
don't
is his
remember.
name?
Vittal Hegde.
Okay.
Yeah, he completed recently one course, and now he has registered for another course. And
Okay.
parallelly, he's planning for that water therapy and
Hydrotherapy.
hydrotherapy and air therapy, those things.
Okay.
So we are exploring now. So one by one, we are taking up, distributing among ourselves, and then exchanging, and then again, I
Beautiful. The best part is that both of you are equally interested in natural health science. That
no.
is the best part that I loved about you and your husband.
Thank you. No, because we could see the benefit of this, and
Yes.
it is not simply we are following. There are a lot of science behind it. There are a lot of reasoning why we have to do it. So now, whatever we take up, we know why we are doing it. Though our parents scold us saying, "You lost so much of weight, you are looking so thin," all those things. Now we reason with them, and we are trying to convert them into this lifestyle.
As
So,
long as you both are together, it
yeah.
doesn't matter what anyone says,
Yes,
right?
correct. Yeah, that is there. And even our kids, even my daughter slowly started adapting to this lifestyle. Like, no, she has not completely adapted, but
Yeah.
fruits she's eating, salad, only cucumber she eats. At least that she is eating. I'm happy. And my son is a footballer, so
Oh, wow.
yeah, so for him, we never introduced any protein-based food, artificial food, because I usually, as I said from beginning, we were very particular about not getting into artificial food inducing into the system. So we were like natural-based food only, like for his protein content also, paneer or dal, such kind of things we used to use instead of using that protein powder or something like that, whatever artificial
Okay.
thing used to come. So that's why they are used to this system because salads, sprouts, and dry fruits, all those things were part of our life from the time these kids were born. Like before that, we used to practice, and for them also, it was like that. So it was not a big shift for us, but the why we are doing it, having the clarity on that, that is what is making us stick to this, at the same time reasoning with others and asking them to shift to this lifestyle. That is what is it is.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, now we go on to our last participant, Nilima ji.
Hi, so I'm Nidima. I live in Mumbai and I'm a holistic educator. And if someone asks me to talk about NHS, I can just go on and on. My life has changed totally. I had one autoimmune disorder, and even my daughters, I had two daughters. I lost one. She also had this same autoimmune disorder. And before that, I was under this impression that this was not fatal. And I was doing exercise, and doctor was happy, and he had told me that you have to just continue your exercises. Nothing will go wrong. And I never believed in allopathic medicine. And I was known for this. मैं दवाई वो रख देती थी इधर, अगर डॉक्टर देते भी थे तो छुपा देती थी कि नहीं मुझे नहीं खाना. And doctor knew this, and he told me once कि it's okay if you're not having, but you continue your exercises. So I was okay. I was happy. But when my daughter, when I lost her, and like within months, things changed, and I was not able to take it. Ki why this happened to her? And after that, I did not tell any of my family members, but I tried understanding everything in like I tried homeopathy, I tried acupuncture, I tried Ayurvedic treatment, and then I attended many retreats जहाँ पे लोग क्लेम कर रहे थे कि दे कैन क्योर chronic problems, and I learned many things from them, but somehow कुछ चीजें मुझे पूरी नहीं मिल रही थी. मतलब ऐसा लग रहा था something is missing in this philosophy, something was missing in this, something was missing in the other philosophy. And after coming here, I just felt I have got all answers. And I am happy to share I've reversed my autoimmune disorder, and I have uh, helped my daughter also. She has reversed her autoimmune disorder, and I have helped my dog also. He had psoriasis. Now he is out of that. So this is like that. And I just want to tell you that today, all of us, we are talking about food. But as Vandana said, food is not the only thing. Our mind, that is very, very important. What are our thoughts? क्या हम सोच रहे हैं? And I have learned that अभी तो मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि disease is your friend. Because of that, you are understanding your body. You are loving your body. You are trying to understand your emotions. Otherwise, people don't bother. कुछ हुआ, चलो मेडिसिन ले ली, सिम्टम्स को दवा दिए, बात खत्म. और अभी नाउ थिंग्स हैव चेंज. आई जस्ट फील इट्स नॉट अबाउट यहाँ पे डिजीज की दैट डेफिनेशन इज डिफरेंट. सो आई लाइक दैट हाउ what is the approach. So I like that. I'll share one experience. My husband, he is a big foodie. He loves eating sweets. He loves eating fried stuff. तो अभी last 2 महीने से खूब cold हो रहा था. And I told him कि see, reduce your sugar. I'm not saying कि एकदम बंद कर दो, but try reducing it. And fried. तो खूब ट्रैवल चल रहा था, बीच में वो भी चल रहे थे कि हाँ ठीक है मैं डाइट करता हूँ. ट्रैवल चल रहे थे, खूब मिठाइयाँ चल रही थी. Then after 2 months, I also got. Then you are following NHS. Now you have also got. I said, yeah, I have got, but just see the difference. I'm not crying every day. मुझे गरम गरम पानी दे दो, मुझे हल्दी दे दो. I am just thinking कि मेरी बॉडी में कुछ डिटॉक्स गया है, मतलब टॉक्सिन गए हैं और ये अपने आप ही डिटॉक्स हो जाएगा. आई एम नॉट डूइंग एनीथिंग. And within 3 days, I was fine. Then yeah, you were right. You were right. मैंने कहा सी दिस वाज लाइक टॉक्सिन्स आए हैं बॉडी में एंड इट्स ओके. मैं आई विल नॉट डू एनीथिंग. आई विल नॉट take any medicine. I will not take haldi. I will not do anything. I will just apply whatever Guruji is saying. I did that. And then he was like, yeah, you are right. So that approach, that attitude changed. कि अभी मैं ये नहीं करूंगा कि अच्छा ठीक है वो तो ठीक है, तुम बाद में बोल रही थी कि मिठाई खाना बंद कर दूंगा, अभी तो बताओ अभी क्या करूं. मैंने कहा अभी मैं क्या करूं, इसको जाने दो. जो भी अगर डिटॉक्स कर रहे हो होने दो, लेट इट बी. बट अभी जो और खा रहे हो उसको रोक सकते हो. यू कैन रिड्यूस योर sugar intake. So then after that he realized and he said, yeah, now I will also reduce sugar intake. So I'm just trying to tell that काफी चीजें मिथ हमारे अंदर कि हाँ गर्म पानी पीना चाहिए, हल्दी पीना चाहिए. तो एवरीथिंग इज चेंजिंग एंड यू कैन रीजन इट कि हाँ किसी से अगर मैं बोलती तो वो आराम से बताती मैं ये है रीजन, ऐसे है. एंड सेम विद लाइक दैट गाइडलाइंस में है भी कि आपका जो पैशन है दैट इज ऑल्सो वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टू फॉलो. एंड आफ्टर कमिंग इनटू दिस आई जस्ट फील कि हाँ एक्चुअली मुझे नेचर का बहुत ज्यादा था शुरू से. मतलब इन माय जो मैं काम भी कर रही हूँ उसमें मुझे ऐसा लगता है कि हाँ नेचर को हम लोग बहुत कम समझते हैं. मैं बायोएंजाइम्स बनाती हूँ तो उसमें भी ऐसा होता है कि जो बिल्कुल हमारे जो माइक्रोब्स, गुड माइक्रोब्स हैं एटमॉस्फेयर में, हमारी बॉडी में और वाटर में, वी आर जस्ट किलिंग देम, जो कि लाइफ को सस्टेन करने वाले हैं. तो वो जो मेरा एक जो फिलॉसफी है कि मुझे सस्टेनेबिलिटी के लिए काम करना है, वो मुझे इस फिलॉसफी में आके लगा है कि हाँ नेचर, यहाँ पे हमें कुछ बाहर कहीं नहीं जाना है, हमें अपनी लाइफ से ही सीखना है, नेचर के ही पास जाना है। नेचर के पास आप जाओगे, आपको वहीं ट्रीटमेंट मिल जाएगा कि क्या डॉग कैसे कर रहा है, उसकी इंटेलिजेंस क्या है, हमारे पास कैसे कैसे इंटेलिजेंस आ सकती है वो जो एनिमल्स के पास है। So I'm just again going on and on, but I just want to thank Guruji and my tutors. Last time Vandana really helped me. कुछ भी होता था कि हाँ चलो हाइड्रोथेरेपी में what I can do. कुछ भी अगर कहीं पे चोट लग गई तो I used to apply those therapies, and they really helped me. So yeah, I just wanted to share this much. My journey is beautiful, and
Thank
I want to help other peoples also.
Excellent. Thank you, Nilimaji, for sharing yours and your family's wonderful experiences, including your dogs. That is very impressive because treating your dog's psoriasis is something which
राइसी का बनना, उसका आंख में उसके अल्सर हुआ था, एंड ही गॉट ऑपरेटेड, एंड उसके
okay.
बाद डॉक्टर हैड टोल्ड अस कि लाइफ लॉन्ग इसको आपको आई ड्रॉप डालना ही है, एंड इट वाज सो लाइक पेनफुल कि उसके पूरे दिन हम लोग सोचते थे अभी ये डालना है, अभी शाम को ये डालना है, एंड नाउ नथिंग, वी जस्ट पुट
Wow.
दैट ग्रास जूस, दूर्वा जूस, एंड ही इज फाइन.
Superb. Amazing. This
Yeah,
is one beautiful testimonial that you should share.
I will. I was
Lovely.
busy with these courses and all. Now I'll write. I will write mails.
Excellent. Yeah. So amazing. So,
Thank you.
Guruji has so many times shared the stories about how we as humans, because of not being aware about the laws of nature, we kind of stop the animals from following what their instincts are. They already know the laws of nature, and if they are let free, they will treat themselves completely using the laws of nature alone. Like,
Yeah, I want to share one thing, Vanna, if you allow me.
yes,
Uh, I have one indie dog which my daughter rescued. So एक दिन I just took her down, and I saw there were three types of grasses in our garden. She chose Durva grass only.
wow,
बीच में थी, इधर उधर दोनों ग्रासेस, डिफरेंट ग्रासेस, एंड शी चोज दैट, एंड आफ्टर दैट शी वॉमिटेड. मतलब उसको था कि वो दुर्वा ग्रास खा के मुझे वो, बिकॉज इट इज एल्कलाइन, और वो एसिडिटी उसको हो रही थी, एंड शी वॉमिटेड एंड शी फेल्ट बेटर. सो आई जस्ट फेल्ट कि इनके अंदर इंटेलिजेंस है, एंड शी हैज नॉट गॉन टू एनी स्कूल एंड नो वन हैज टोल्ड हर, बट शी नोज कि ये ग्रास है एंड दिस इज गुड फॉर मी. So we also have intelligence, but we, because of this, these distractions, we have lost that intelligence.
absolutely.
Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, absolutely. These are, experiences like these, when shared, they really matter a lot. So, yeah, thanks to each one of you for sharing such wonderful stories and insights and experiences from your personal lives. And I'm sure each one of you have experienced the benefits of natural health science because you all are old students and have been on this lifestyle for quite some time now. And each one of you have the capability to, give your own examples and help people get onto this lifestyle and be health coaches. So, thank you for attending this introductory session and looking forward to a wonderful 15 weeks course with each one of you. And now my introduction. So most of
Yeah.
you who have done the past course with me know already know about me, but those who are new and those who are meeting me for the first time, here's my introduction. So I think it's already 9:41. Are you all okay to continue? Or do we want to shift this for next week? Okay.
I think, yeah, we can go ahead. Yeah.
Okay, I won't take too long. Yeah. So, from where do I start? So, I got introduced to a better lifestyle, not necessarily NHS, in the year 2015 when I had multiple disorders. So, I had high blood pressure, for which I was on medication for 10 years of my life at a very early age, from the age 30 to age 40. And I was diagnosed with fatty liver in 2015. Um, and I had high sugar levels, like borderline sugar levels already. Then I had childhood asthma. There were a lot of breathing problems. I used to stay in Mumbai. Right now, I am in Pune after my marriage. But when I was in Mumbai, I had to travel by the Mumbai local to anywhere. And to travel by a Mumbai local, you have to run to catch a train. And I couldn't run for even half a minute. The moment I ran, after getting into the train, I had to catch my breath. I had to just sit down wherever I got in and use
Oh
an
God.
inhaler. I always had an inhaler with me in my handbag, and without the inhaler, it was difficult for me to breathe. So, all of these medical issues and disorders, pure lifestyle disorders, had hit me hard in spite of being in spite of being in a doctor's family. So, my mother, father, and brother, all three are allopathic doctors, and they run a 25-bedded allopathic hospital in Mumbai. In spite of that, I was on medicine since childhood till the year 2020 or so. And then, thanks to COVID, that I got introduced to the real awakening, that the real awakening happened for me. And the way my journey started was I happened to listen to Dr. Biswarup Roy Chaudhary's videos. I don't know how many of you know about him, but his DIP diet was what we started following till I was introduced to Dr. Arun Sharma by another friend from Awaken India movement team. Y'all must be knowing Nisha Koiri. So she's kind of reversed her breast cancer naturally. And it was in her status that I saw the course about natural health science, the very first batch in which Dr. Arun Sharma himself was running live courses. These days we get to see the recordings, but that was the batch when he was live. And that's when my journey started in natural health science. And gradually, every single disease started getting reversed. So that was the beauty of NHS. And fortunately, I have been from a typical allopathic background. Even today, my mother's house, any drawer that you open will have medicines. Whether it's the side table of a bed or if it's any other drawer, a wall unit, you'll just see medicines there. But fortunately, I'm living a medicine-free life since many years. And that is something which amazes them nowadays. And they proudly tell everyone else that I am living a medicine-free life. So, and this has also impacted their lifestyles. They have also started eating a lot of raw food, although they are not having just one cooked meal, they are having twice, but they do have fruits and salads before their cooked meal. So, and that has also helped them, be on a healthy, their health has improved accordingly. So, and of course, my partner, he's the biggest support system. His name is Sandeep, and it's because of him that I got into this lifestyle. Otherwise, for me, after I got married, I used to scream at him because there were no medicines at this house. And whenever I got fever, I used to tell him, there is no paracetamol in your house. How can that be possible? But he converted me into what he followed. And whatever I am is because of him. And since the year 2015, he left his corporate job and now he's practicing natural farming. And now we grow our own food and also um, cater to some 800 families in Pune. So that's my journey. Is that your dog? Nilimaji, you are on mute.
Thank you. Thank you, baby.
So, what's his name?
Stitch. Stitch. He's
Stitch.
Stitch. Yeah. Stitch.
Stitch.
There was a
Okay.
movie, Stitch and Lilo. So we call our daughter Lilo and he is Stitch.
You've
Because
got
she,
two dogs, huh? Two.
yeah, I have two dogs. Yeah. One
Okay.
is Undi. Yeah. And one is this one.
Okay,
Yes.
nice.
Let's cured you.
Lovely, lovely. Good to see.
Yeah.
Very cute.
Yeah.
He is cute too. Yes, yes. We'll go back. Okay, I have to take him down.
Okay. Yeah, I
Okay.
think we are done with today's class.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, everyone.
Thanks
Yeah.
a lot,
You.
Vandana ma'am.
Okay.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you,
everyone.
everyone.
Bye.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
Vandana ji.
See you
Thank you,
next
everyone.
week.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Okay,
sure.
definitely.
one announcement, sorry. I will be traveling from 22nd of Jan to 30th of Jan. So next week, I think Thursday, we will definitely not have the class. But let's say if everyone's Moodle access is sorted, we'll try to have it, we'll have it in the week after that, but not on Thursday because I will be back only by 30th. So maybe on 31st Jan, which is a Saturday, we'll actually discuss this on the group
Yeah,
and
sure.
see if everyone is available in the week after that. Because both these Thursdays I won't be around. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay
Thank you.
then.
Okay.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
Thank
Bye.
everyone.
you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Bye.